Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Hearts of Iron 4, playing as the Kingdom of Romania. We have some free civilian factories that we probably ought to use on something, so I guess we'll just continue developing Transylvania for the time being. Hungary did align with us, which I technically didn't want, but I guess it saves me a little bit of manpower. That is something. It is 1938. What else could we be building? Start working down the tank routes, I suppose, or... what else would be good? 1938. Would love to have encryption and decryption, but that's not useful right now. Let's go ahead and start working down the light tanks and stuff and get ready to move toward medium tanks. Although it is entirely possible that when I eventually have to join the Axis, that Germany will just license out the Panzers to me, which are quite good. Very solid tanks, so wouldn't mind getting those, although they are a little bit more expensive for me to produce. Alright, still deploying more troops, I'm hoping. Yep, alright, let's add on a couple extra units, start training them. Manpower so far is not what's limiting me, so that's pretty good. Puppeting Bulgaria, that is the new goal. I'm fairly confident that they will submit, which could be a good thing. Let's see. Doctrines, no. Artillery, could start working on anti-air and getting ready for that eventually. 1938, there's not a whole lot to do, to be honest. We could start going for radar and stuff, since I am missing that. Alternatively, synthetic oil, so we could build our own refineries, but let's be honest, I'm probably going to build other things first. So I'm not sure that that's super duper important. Let's go ahead and start researching some anti-air so that we will be able to set up a production line of that. Eventually, I'll want to integrate that into my troops. Again, the idea being here that anti-air is much cheaper than anti-tank. Anti-tank is way more effective at piercing, but anti-air does a little bit of it, and at the same time, since we're not going for an air-heavy game, it allows us to get a little bit of, you know, defense against air, which is something, I suppose. I think some people will probably disagree with that decision, but oh well. Let's get one more thing of steel, since we're down to -7 there. Free civilian factories. We're building these much faster now, which is excellent. Let's build another one there, and then, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and start lining up some forts, just so I have a few available against the Soviet Union. Not that Poland has fallen or anything yet, but, you know, I don't think we have a lot to worry about them for a while, but even so. King, once again, is embezzling. We'll go ahead and do that. How are we looking for Bulgaria? Almost done. The 4th International. A number of communist delegates from around the world met in Paris for a founding conference. For Trotsky's theories, yeah, Stalin's quite happy about that, I'm sure. Pretty soon I'm expecting France to ban communism. That will happen. Alright, Bulgaria does submit. France and Britain have announced they are allies against Germany, and we have puppeted Bulgaria. We have 472,000 troops in the field. I'm going to force deploy again. That is not 5,000. Dang! The Munich Agreement. What are the odds? When can I deploy any of these? I really wanted to get some extra men in the field so I could try to push against Yugoslavia immediately, but I guess that's not going to happen. Well then, that was a mistake. Probably shouldn't have force deployed any of that. Alright, cancel your orders, and instead set up a front line against Yugoslavia. They will be somewhat tricky to take on, mostly due to rivers, but if I could get their capital... Yugoslavia usually has very low national unity, so it's pretty easy to make them capitulate. If we can get their capital down, I think that might even be enough. But we'll see. Alright, as far as where our troops are going to go, we'll assign them to this line here. There we go. And just let these guys train up for a little bit. No need to rush this, since we are working on those templates. How are we doing as far as logistics? Still lacking in the infantry equipment. Why not? Always lacking in the infantry equipment. But with Bulgaria on our side, they are giving me access to some of their steel and stuff, so I suppose that's somewhat good? Do you even have any steel? You don't even have any steel. What are you talking about? Hungary? Hungary had a little steel. Maybe they gave it to me. I'm not too sure. Anyways-y-hoo. Alright, so yeah, Yugoslavia. I am hopeful that you are going to be a big honkin' pushover. Computing machine is done. Extra research time. Nice. Let's go for the decryption. So I'll be able to find them. They are surprisingly losing supply. They're taking attrition. Why? That's unexpected. Huh, okay. The Royal Guards will mean I get some free troops, which actually might be enough to just get me over to the 500 I need. We'll see. So far, I'm quite pleased with how this game is going. We are playing our cards fairly well. I wish we had been able to conquer Hungary. I don't think it would have cost me too much to take them, and I would have gotten the factories directly, but oh well, I guess we'll have to settle for Yugoslavia as long as they don't join some sort of weird Balkan entente. Again, didn't intend to do that. Not sure how it even happened in my test game. But it did, so, oh well. Alright, how are we looking? Come on. Alright, Royal Guards are done. Did we get some free troops? We did almost exactly the 500 that we needed. You know what we could actually do? We could try, instead of going for Yugoslavia, ask Germany if they want to split Czechoslovakia, because what they're probably going to do about now. The fate of Czechoslovakia. Interesting. They are working on this. And if that does happen, they will take over the Czech Republic. Slovakia usually becomes like a puppet of theirs. But we don't know how much progress they've made. Damn! They probably are far enough in this that I won't be able to do this national focus. If they had not done that yet, I could give them this event. But since they're ahead of this, I can't catch up. Pretty confident that's not going to happen. Let's go for Yugoslavia. It's too bad. I would have liked to have had a game where I owned Slovakia. But oh well. Sometimes you get things like that, sometimes you don't. The German Reich claims Memel. Interesting. Oh, they only just started it. We were like a couple of days off. If we had been like 3 days faster, we could have done the split Czechoslovakia. So close. Soviet withdrawal from Manchuria against the Japanese. That's interesting. Royal Guard Division. Let's go ahead and deploy you here. So, let's take a look at our templates. Royal Guards. Okay, so this has the artillery and stuff I was looking for. It even starts with engineers and recon, which I like. Let's go for support artillery and the field hospital. That will cost me a bit of motorized and support equipment and more artillery, but we have some of that. So let's go ahead and save that out. Boom. Okay, we have a bit more political power. Can I increase my conscription? Not unless I were fascist or at war, which we are neither of those things quite yet. Free trade still seems to be working pretty well. What should I spend my power on? Captain of Industry? Prince of Terror? Maybe we should do things to actually improve some of my, Let's go for, like, our industrial research time reduction. Well, do we care about research, or do we want to make our troops more effective? Infantry division, attack and defense. I mean, that is pretty good. We are about to go to war, I think. Let's go for an infantry expert. Let's make them more effective. I want to make sure we take as few manpower losses in this as possible. And we have some more troops about to deploy. I'll go ahead and set this to 1 more time. Good enough for me at the moment. Okay. No longer have the effects of procurement reform. Good. We have 50 factories. If we had 1 more, we actually would be able to go for that University of Bucharest thing. Which we may very well be able to get to 51 by the time this war is done. Or by the, I'm sorry, by the time this focus is done. We'll see. What time is the focus going to be done? Another 58 days to go. As opposed to... Oh yeah, we're actually going to be able to do the University of Bucharest. Perfect timing! I like that. Bucharest? That's probably not how you say it. Alright, we finished up with an anti-air model, which means I could start some production on that if I wanted to. It is still 1938, but we're getting close to the next year. So we're only 0.05 years ahead of time. Let's start working on the next level of construction. Get some more military infrastructure. We are definitely starting to dominate the Balkans. Interesting. Yeah, so he did demand the Sudetenland, but he still isn't done with the Czech Republic. Yeah, never mind. We definitely couldn't have gotten Slovakia. Seriously, though, only like a day off. Makes me sad, man. Feels bad. All right, let's go ahead and set up a single factory for the anti-air. Just so we can start gradually improving our efficiency, and I can add more in later. We have a bit of a stockpile when it comes to infantry equipment and stuff like that. That's nice. So what we should do now is go to my main army. And we'll take a few of you guys, and we will change you over to the Royal Guard Division, which will cost me some extra artillery, support equipment, and motorized, of which we have a bit available. So let's go ahead and do that. And maybe I'll do the rest of you as well. Just enough to make all that work, I think. Just straight up improving all of my troops. We have all the reinforcements necessary. 344 available. This doesn't seem right. Wait, I don't think it's recalculating. Hang on. How are we doing logistics-wise? Okay, yeah, now we're in a deficit when it comes to support equipment. But I think we'll be alright there. Let's go ahead and add an extra factory in preparation for that. Could use a bit of extra steel and other resources, but oh well, it's going to be what it's going to be. Yugoslavia claims Bulgaria. I don't think that's going to work out well for you, given the fact that I own Bulgaria, thank you. No template for the towed anti-air. Well, I'm aware of that. How are we looking as far as Yugoslavia? Still a few days left to go. I just need to stop pausing, you know? I want to keep going fast on this. That'll be fun. It'll be fun. Alright, looks like the rest of our troops are deploying. Don't suppose I can change the template real quick. No, it seems to be too late to change the template. Too bad. Well, that's one more reason why I don't want to keep building more, because we don't want to make any more of these. We like this a lot better. Field hospital means we'll preserve our manpower, the support artillery and stuff, plus actual artillery divisions means our soft attack is way better than these guys. They have 88 soft attack, these guys have 140, which means we can shred through infantry way faster. It's 1939, which means I can start working on the medium tanks, and I guess I'll go ahead and start doing that. Medium tanks will be very useful against the Soviet Union when that time comes. And we are finishing up a round of forts. Let's see, I will build a couple more military factories here. And then what we probably should do after I get the university for the extra research slot is go for the fortify the border. So we will be able to build forts a lot faster on the border of the Soviet Union. And that is all of our troops. We right now have 578. That's something, I suppose. Okay, almost done. 5 more days, and we'll be able to deliver an ultimatum to Yugoslavia. The civilian factories are currently done. They are defiant. Finally, someone defies me. All right, we could go for a bit more infrastructure, and I guess we'll do a little bit there, just for supplies and stuff. We could build a couple here. But instead, I think I'll build a couple of anti-air in Bessarabia, so that, in theory, if the Soviets have any planes, I'll be able to shoot some of them down. We may want to consider getting some radar at some point. All right, let's go for the extra research slot for the faster tech. Yugoslavia is defiant. They have allowed the ultimatum to run out without a reply. Recon flights have revealed troop movements to the Yugoslavian side of the border, prompting the general staff to review the invasion plans. Top military advisors have refused to guarantee that a victory against Yugoslavia would be won quickly. We have a couple options here. We could strike them down and have an annex war goal to take over all their land, which I like, or we could ask for support from the Germans. And what would happen is we split Yugoslavia into, I think, Croatia, Serbia, and Montenegro. Montenegro becoming a puppet of Italy, Croatia becoming a puppet of Germany, and Serbia becoming a puppet of me. I'd rather have the land myself. I think we could still win this war, especially since we got both Hungary and Bulgaria pretty easily. So we're going to go for the annex war goal. We'll strike them down. And there we go. So the Germans did finish the Czechoslovakia like the day that this all happened, which is just hilarious. Man, if we had been 2 days earlier, that's all it would have taken. All right, we are going to declare war against you. I'm going to call in my allies of Hungary and Bulgaria. And skadoosh, Kingdom of Romania has declared a war. We will enact the plan. You guys push here. You guys try crossing the river, establishing a presence there. Can't go here. Oh, right, that's because they haven't joined yet. There we go. Now, oh, no, really? What do you mean? Have these guys not joined? Hang on. Call to arms. I have to do this? I thought my call to arms would have worked, but all right. Call to arms, call to arms. Now we can attack from their border. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. All right, you guys push there. You guys push in there. You guys swing around if you can. Okay, just the goal is to get to his capital as quick as possible. You guys push here. There we go. Try to get over to this river crossing. Where are you going? I have no idea. It's fine, though. All right. So far, looking pretty good. Yugoslavia rejects my demands. Of course they do. And that's fine. Poland joins the Allies. We should be able to beat this. There we go. Got a good concave going there. Making progress. Push, push, push. Can you guys get to Belgrade? Where's my... Okay, yeah, this terrible tank unit is terrible. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, but oh well. We do have a lot of green troops. We need to be aware of that. Some of our troop regiments and stuff are not as good as they would seem. But let's just keep pushing. Hold this river. In the meantime, if we can get across here and get a foothold to go for their capital, that would be good enough for me. There we go, making progress. King takes a holiday in Nice. Of course he does. Now we could go for... We can't go for extensive conscription. We're at war. Huh. We have to be either fascist or communist, apparently. Estimated enemy strength ratio of 50% or more compared to our army. Oh, never mind. Well, we can't get extra manpower. I guess we will go ahead and accept the political power cost reduction. We have air wings with no mission. I guess I could deploy them, but do I care that much? I think this war is already almost over. We need to cross this river is what we need to do. Can we get across here? I need to establish a good concave. Decryption is done. Let's get some encryption from me so that they can't find my troop movements as easily. And you guys push this way. Need to get across these rivers. Integrated support is done for the doctrine. Nice! We can go for regimental combat teams for an extra soft attack and organization from all support companies, and also the tactic overwhelming fire. Yeah, I think I probably should just go ahead and set up some planes. Let's go to the air map mode. Here? I think we can build some here. Let's establish... No, I can't. It's in my puppet. That sucks. You don't have the reach to get over here, do you? Nope. Can you go here? Oh yeah, you can totally go here. Okay. Okay, let's use what few fighters I have. And we'll establish some air presence, I suppose. Air superiority and interception over the Balkans. Little air superiority makes my life a lot easier. Okay, it's hard to go into the city, it turns out. River crossing penalties and stuff like that. Pretty rough. Keep pushing, though, buddy. Keep pushing. Become more aggressive. I want to concave around that capital. If we can get that to fall, I think that's the end of it. Go here. That's more important. Yeah, you go there and then go for the city. Okay, there we go. Starting to look pretty good. And there we go. All right, that is all of Yugoslavia done. I will, of course, be annexing everything. It is all mine, thank you very much. And all of your resources, too. And that's it. Done and done. The Kingdom of Romania has grown a bit. All right, next. Let's see. We could start bullying Greece, which is probably a good idea. They have some resources I want, so let's establish a new front line against Greece. The offensive line down to Athens, like so, would be fine. Interestingly enough, Italy has not taken Albania yet. But their independence is guaranteed. Are they fascist? No, they're not aligned. Nice, nice tilted hat. You think you're something special? You're crazy. All right, 72 factories now. That's nice. Let's get a little bit more support equipment, a bit more artillery and motorized, and don't want to work on light tanks yet. I could start working on some fighters, but they're pretty bad. Let's start getting a second line of infantry equipment ready to go. Just start building up that efficiency and so on. We could use a bit more steel, obviously. Let's go ahead and trade with the Soviet Union for that. And there we go. Lots more resources for me to trade away. I think taking over Yugoslavia was a pretty darn good advantage for me. I should be able to take over Greece, no problem from there. And we are reinforcing a lot of my manpower, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot more manpower. We probably need to start moving toward fascism pretty soon so I can get the extensive conscription. I do need more recruitable population. Okay, we actually are taking a bit of attrition here in the mountains, which I don't much appreciate. There we go. All right, now we've reorganized. Shouldn't be losing any extra men there. Modify government is available. Could start going toward... let's see. Tank designer. Extra tank reliability and research time reductions tempting. Planes, materials for motorized or other things. Defense will be good later. Really want this. Not going to be able to until I become fascist, though. Industrial research time to save myself some time, or electronics. We do have a lot of those to go. I do need to get a lot of radar, but industrial's usually better. I don't know. I like the tank designer and reliability and stuff, but once we finish researching medium tanks, I think we're kind of done with that. Let's go for special forces. Let's go for the industrial concern and make it easier for me to research that. We have a lot of those to go, unfortunately. Would love to secure Greece. I'm kind of questioning whether we want to do that first before we become fascist or after. Maybe first? I mean, taking over Greece would be nice. What kind of resources you got? Fair bit of chromium, aluminum, some steel. Tungsten. I got a bit of stuff that I want. I do kind of want to take over Greece. All right, let's try to secure Greece next. That's the goal. New research slot. Yay! Let's work toward the concentrated industry next level. And it looks like Albania does submit to Italy and the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. So the Germans and Soviet Union have agreed not to screw each other over, which we know is not going to last. Come about 1941 is usually when you can expect somebody to break that. In this case, if I join the Axis, I think there's a very good chance that Soviet Union decides to break it against me. Pretty good chance. Once I finish taking on Greece, I'm going to focus on the border, I think, of the Soviet Union and get ready to defend myself as much as I can. Alternatively, we can continue fielding more troops and get ready to fight Turkey. But that would give me another front to worry about with the Soviet Union, which we could do, but does kind of suck. France bans communism. Told you that was going to happen. It's a historical focus. You usually can expect it. Inefficient resources, probably fine for now. We are exporting a shocking amount of aluminum, which gets me extra civilian factories, which I really do like. We're getting 14 free factories from trade is basically what's happening. Still working on some anti-air guns and stuff, which may or may not be useful against the Soviets, but we'll try. Not that I'm expecting to have air superiority or anything, but I don't know. We actually probably should reduce that to just 1. Let's see. Yeah, we'll reduce it down to just 1 for now. I think it's more important that we keep focusing on other stuff now that we've taken over Yugoslavia. They actually have a pretty reasonable amount of infrastructure in some places, so we could build, let's say, factory here. Nope, not there. Here. Actually, I take it back. Your stuff sucks. 30. They got military factories almost everywhere they're able to have them. Nope, that's Hungary. I don't want to do that. All right, yeah, we'll build... No, that's interesting. It's saying... 6 infrastructure. Oh, it's because we haven't repaired it yet. Okay, never mind. Once we repair the infrastructure, it's going to be a lot better. Okay, I stand corrected. Greece, Greasity Greece. We have encrypted things. You don't even know that I'm trying to kill you now. All right, let's go for the advanced machine tools, so for the extra efficiency. Again, just straight up increasing our production. How are we looking? We are in the green on everything. Now, that's what I like to see. Let's go to my main army. I think I'm actually going to get rid of the cavalry, to be honest, and replace them here. Let's go ahead and do that. The cavalry suck. I could use them for, like, police stuff, but we can make them into something better. Let's do it. There we go. We have enough available. Get rid of all that. And once I'm able to start producing those medium tanks, we'll probably want to start producing those as well. Excavation? Yes. We'll go ahead and start doing that next. Although now that it's 1939, there's a lot of things we need to be researching. But fortunately, we were able to get up to 5 research slots before that happened. So, oh well. This game's actually going a lot better than my test game so far. Mostly because Yugoslavia didn't screw me over this time. But still. Yeah, how are you doing? Infrastructure efforts. He's not doing anything. He's not posturing against me quite yet. I think we got just enough time to take over Athens. And then we'll start getting ready to join the Axis and push off the Soviets. One way or another. Okay. Italy pursues closer bonds with Germany. They have officially joined the Axis. Poland refuses the German ultimatum, and we can now secure Greece. That is the war goal that I was looking for. We should revoke our guarantee of independence, because that's just silly. Actually, don't even have to. Puppet focus. I don't really want to do that. I don't know if it really affects anything, but I'm going to revoke my guarantee. It is a puppet focus. All right. We've declared war against Greece. Let's call in Bulgaria. I really wish you didn't have to do this every time. It's kind of annoying. Call in Hungary. There we go. All right. And push. Screw them pretty bad. Here we go. German Reich has declared war on Poland. And Poland was a part of the Allies, yes? So, let's see. Yep, okay, France and the United Kingdom has joined. World War II has officially begun, everybody. The German Reich is killing Poland, and they're now at war with the Allies. Pretty soon, I think we're going to see them attack Belgium, the Netherlands, and so on. Luxembourg will die pretty quickly, too. All right, so with all of that done and out of the way, we could work on fortifying the borders. We could get flexible foreign policy, or I could get, wow, a lot of recruitable population. Flexible foreign policy to start working toward the Axis-friendly government? Or fortify the borders so I can build stuff faster against the Soviets. I think we go for flexible foreign policy now. Again, that should be pretty fun, I think, for this particular playthrough. We'll use Romania's historical flip-flopping to our advantage. All right, T-39s are done. Medium tanks. Nice. Now, we should probably... We could work on radar, or we could go toward getting, like, some better guns. Or upgrade our support companies. Entrenchment's really good. Improve our field hospitals to retrieve our manpower? Maybe. We're really low on manpower right now, actually. Or the improved artillery. All these are really good. We need a lot of things, honestly. Probably worth going for the improved infantry equipment, though, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, go, go, go. Bulgaria, I don't know why you think you're allowed to have these occupations. I say no to this. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Redeploy all the troops. Let's just push, 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 push. Don't give him a chance to regroup. Don't keep his organization nice and low. We don't really have any tank in the divisions to go for Athens quickly or anything, so we'll have to sit without that. Hi, Corfu. I remember you from... EU4. All right, go for Athens. Go for Athens. Go for broke, guys. Come on. Where'd my front go? Okay, the front's got to be here, guys. Offensive line, Athens. You're about to finish this. Good. Everyone should be deployed here, which is, it turns out, a few too many troops. The supplies are going to suck here, but just go. Don't give them a chance to regroup, grab Athens, and this war will be over. It turns out the Balkans are fairly easy to obtain. Is that enough? That's enough. All right, I will take everything, thank you. Doop-a-doop-doop-a-doop-doop. Actually, can I just take all states? Take all states. Done. End turn. End war. And I have taken over all of Greece. Okay. Looking pretty good there. Let's go ahead and get ready to bulk up against the Soviets. Go to the river. See if we can grab that. Yeah, that'll be fine. All right, now up to 96 factories. That's not so bad. Everyone can redeploy. Let's establish some medium tanks. Just get that rolling. Extra anti-air. I'm going to have to switch up the artillery soon, so I'm not going to focus on this yet, but I'll want to have more factories to work on them once I do upgrade that type. Let's go for a little bit more infantry equipment and stuff like that. All right. We do need some more steel, so let's talk to the Soviet Union. Get a little more. Thanking you, and good. We can now upgrade a template and start working toward medium tanks. Let's replace you with medium instead of light, since we don't have any of those. Maybe get an extra and maybe another motorized. What I'm probably going to want to do, actually, is get some motorized rocket artillery or something. That could be good. Motorized rocket artillery having some speed. So here's the thing, right? So speed is a factor here. If we're going to have motorized and tanks, we don't want to add in, let's say, infantry, because that slows them down to the slowest unit, which would be the infantry. So we don't want to do that. If I were to research motorized rocket artillery, that would be one way of getting artillery into the group while maintaining our speed, which could allow us to blitzkrieg up to Moscow eventually. Maybe? I don't know. It's a thought. Fall of Warsaw. Poland has already fallen to the German Reich. Okay, they're completely gone. The question now, are the Soviets going to demand part of Poland, or are the Germans going to keep it all? Now they can focus all their effort against France and the United Kingdom. We'll see Belgium fall pretty soon, I think. But this is a good stopping point for us. So now we need to start defending. So we're going to join the Axis, and then we're going to start building up forts along the border and get ready to fight the Soviets, because pretty soon, I assume they are going to demand my state, and we're going to want to be ready to take them on. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.